Yep, sorry about that. Hey, Quay, good to see you today. Coach Smart was, when you're talking about Bryce Young, kind of described him as a point guard in basketball with the way he's able to kind of distribute the ball in a bunch of different places. I mean, from your position as a middle linebacker, talk about the challenges that's going to propose for someone like yourself.
Yeah, he's a pretty good athlete. So when being in open field, we have to make sure we do what we have to do to get him down, no matter what it is. Even with him being in the pocket, he's a pretty, like I just said before, he's a pretty good athlete. And credit to what Coach Smart said, he is pretty much like a point guard. So we just got to do what we got to do in order to get him down and do what we need to do.
Hey, Quay, I want you to, if you would, go back in the Wayback Machine for just a second. I think you were originally an Alabama commit. I guess I would just ask you, what do you remember? I know everybody famously remembers the Tennessee hat toss, but what do you remember about the Alabama decommit and just what that recruitment was like for you? And how close were you to going to Alabama?
It was real, real hard. I think a lot of people really just think it came down to Georgia and Tennessee, but for me, it really was Alabama is what really, really hard for me to decommit from there because of the atmosphere that was there and the way I fit in there. I felt like I would have fit in if I would have went there. So it was pretty much hard for me to do as well. Decommit from there, I think I was committed for like a year or so like that. And I had really, really great relationships over there. So that pretty much answered your question.
What made you, what flipped you to Georgia in the end?
Probably Coach Schumann, I want to say. Then with my recruiting class, we had a lot of guys that was from Georgia. So it was really big on staying home, I want to say, and it just, felt right. Staying home, I want to say. And with Coach Smart, of course, being from South Georgia and everything like that. So that played a role in it as well.
Thank you.
Let's go to Mark Weiser and then Paige Dower.
College football playoff show while we're talking here, or starting it up. Have you watched any of that stuff?
No, I don't pay no attention to it at all.
You think you'll watch it on Sunday when it's kind of important then?
Nah, I'll probably never watch it.
Why not?
I'm not too really I'm not really into all that. I don't even really do social media like that. I'm just not into all that. I just pretty much just watch football, and that's pretty much it for me. I don't really too much care about that at the end of the day. So.
Okay, thanks.
Paige, you're still muted.
I've only been doing this 2 years, but on Zoom. But anyway, Quay, so, talking to your former coaches like Brad Harper, this level of success that you're having is something that they've anticipated all along. But for you in your senior season, what really has contributed to kind of the standout year that you're having?
You said what have contributed to my senior season?
Yeah, kind of the standout year where you're having all these career highs.
Pretty much, I think it started in the off season with me changing my body, changing the way I eat. Pretty much just feeling better, getting to know things better, learning the defense. I think it pretty much started with that. Once you know the defense real well, you can play real, real fast. You don't have to do too much thinking. So pretty much just started with that. But mainly me changing my way I eat, changing my body or whatnot, feeling better and everything like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
And you're one of just a few Southwest Georgia guys on this Georgia roster, just in the mission of trying to put Core Deal on the map. Just, what's the feeling you have when you are finding the success and you're able to kind of shed a light here in a small town that is Core Deal in Crisp County?
It's a huge blessing for me to be where I'm from, population 11,000, and to be from Southwest Georgia, of course. It's a huge blessing. So I take everything. I don't take nothing for granted each and every day. I just come out, try to get better since I've been here for 4 years. Just kept my head down and just kept working. Because I know back at home, it's a lot of little kids. Me being from Cordell, this opportunity that I'm in right now, and this place that I'm in it's rare, like it's something rare. Well, it's not rare at all, but I just try to, do what I have to do just to, show kids back at home that it can be done no matter what. So that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Thanks, Quay.
You're welcome.
Let's go to Seth Emerson and then Jake Rowe.
Quay, on the Alabama recruitment, is it hard saying no to Nick Saban specifically?
I think I wouldn't say so because it's basically it's up on it's your decision. It's pretty much your life as well. So I think I wouldn't really say it's hard. Not at all. I don't think. Not for me. I wouldn't say.
It was just like a normal. It was a good phone call.
It probably was kind of hard. Tell him that I'm not coming there or whatnot for being committed. For my situation, being committed there for a whole year or whatnot, and then Ron signing day ended up flipping. It's kind of hard. It's kind of like, I ain't gonna say I can't really put it into words, but it's kind of hard in a way to tell them that you're not gonna go there days before signing day. So I think that's pretty much answers your question.
Well, I know you guys try to treat all games like they're the same, but this one's actually for a championship, and it's against Alabama. Is it the same? I mean, is there any more juice? Is there any more focus? I mean, does anything at all change for a game like this? I
think pretty much, your focus have to, adapt a little bit. But I think that's always been our motive this whole year. No matter what game it is, we treat all of them the same. We don't need nobody to try to do anything different than what they've already done this whole year. But other than that, we just got to go out and execute, and everything else to take care of itself. So, Let's
go to Matthew Welsh and then Steve Hummer.
Quay, looking back to the beginning of the season, where do you think that the linebackers as a unit have progressed the most, and how do you think that ultimate progression is going to help you guys really compete for a SEC championship?
Before the season, I already know what type of linebacker corps we had. A lot of people really didn't know. It's pretty much it's a two-way, I'll say. Either we're going to prove them right, prove them wrong. A lot of people didn't think very highly of our linebacker corps or whatnot, but it really didn't matter anyway. We just had to do what we have to do, just do our assignment or whatnot. And basically, we just got to keep doing what we have to do, and that'll lead us on to further on upon the season.
Yeah, Quay, has there been any conversation among guys on defense about how much about picking up your performance even more in this part of the year for the next month or so? And is there improvement possible still with this unit?
Oh, the linebacking corps?
Yeah, the linebackers and even the defense in general.
Oh yeah, there's always room for improvement, no matter what the situation is. Not just for the linebacker, defense as well, the whole team. There's never anything that we cannot get better at. So we just do that each and every day when we come out to practice. We compete and we push one another to do so.
Let's go to Connor Riley and then Tyler Griffith.
Hey, Quay, Kirby said a lot. This is a player-led team. From your perspective, what does that player leadership look like, especially on Saturdays?
It pretty much take place before Saturday, I want to say. It start Sunday. This is pretty much an everyday thing for us leaders. We take full pride in it. So it just start, no matter what it is, it pretty much start on Sundays, no matter what it is, coming in, watching film, getting guys to come in and watch film. Mondays in practice, coaching guys up. If things not going right, instead of the coaches saying something, we take it in control and we do it. This is a player-led team, and for us to get what we want to go at, that's always going to have to be.
Hey, Quay. Now that the regular season is over, it seems like no linebackers really separated themselves on the stat sheet, but a lot of guys have had a lot of different big games. Going into each week, do you kind of know based on the game plan that, hey, I'm going to have a lot of opportunities today, or is that just kind of come in the flow of the game that, hey, you just have a big game?
That just come with the game, just playing and you can't never really say who's going to go out there and who's going to, you never know how many stats or whatever, how many tackles or whatever it is you're going to get. That just comes within the game. You making plays yourself, that just comes with that. That's not something that you just,
Let's go to Palmer Toms and then Ryan Curley.
Quay, watching film of this Alabama team, what stands out to you about the ways that teams have been able to get pressure on them, and what stands out to you about Alabama offensively as a whole?
I think they are pretty good offensive teams. They use their matchups pretty good. very smart quarterback. Bryce Young, of course, has a good arm as well. But other than that, they pretty much have with Bryce Young and everything, just the way that they create different matchups and whatnot is pretty much good with their receiver courts and whatnot. Brian Robertson, of course, the O-line as well. We don't really overlook anybody. We just have to, do what we have to do. And that pretty much stands out to me, their whole offensive team.
Quay, what does Coach Smart say to you guys ahead of a matchup like this against Alabama that has all the media attention and everything? I mean, what does he say to keep you from being distracted? I mean, what's his message?
Pretty much just keep the main thing. Just focus on what we have to do. Don't pretty much pay attention to anything else besides, like I just said, what we have to do. And that's pretty much it. We just got to, just focus on what's ahead of us, and everything else is going to play how it's supposed to play.
All right, let's finish up with Drew Hubbard and then Davis Baker.
Hey, Quay, kind of going back to the whole recruit thing. Do you know a lot of guys on the Alabama teams? You play with them through all that like recruiting stuff, or do you know a lot of those guys?
I know a lot of them in my recruiting class. I want to say I know a lot of them, but some of them I had really, really good relationships with. And a lot of older guys that probably gone now. I had a couple good relationships with them, but a lot of people in my recruiting class I know, but I may not be as close with them, but I know we know each other.
Quay, earlier this year, you talked about some of the adversity that you faced when you first got to Georgia. This is kind of a broad question, but what has this season meant to you, both with your success and the team's success? And when you committed to Georgia, are these the type of moments and the type of games that you saw yourself playing in?
Definitely. When I committed, this is pretty much the reason why I came here, to do this for my state, because I take full pride in being from Georgia or whatnot. So I take full pride in being from here or whatnot, but this is everything that I pretty much why I came here to do what I'm doing now or whatnot. Just got to keep that going, and everything else pretty much take care of itself. I didn't get the rest of your question. What was the first one again? I'm sorry.
It was about, honestly, it kind of slipped my mind at this point. It's all good. I appreciate it.
My bad. Sorry, man.
Okay, Quay, thanks for your time tonight, and we'll see you soon.
All right, thank you all.
All right, everybody stand by. We'll have Quay Walker next.